What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of The Tap In. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Mateo and Julius. And this week, we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're just going to talk about the Premier League. We're going to start with Liverpool versus Aston Villa, then Chelsea versus the Spurs, finishing it off with Man City and, AFC Bournemouth. And then, if we have time, we'll talk about any other games we thought were pretty good. But we're going to start off with my beloved Aston Villa. Emphasis on the ass. No.
I wouldn't have said that. I think they've had a pretty damn good run, honestly.
Yeah.
Offensively speaking, from what I saw, we were looking pretty good. We just couldn't get the ball in the net, but there were points in the game where we were very aggressive when we had control of the ball. I think Sancho was actually playing pretty good on the left side. Surprisingly enough, he's trying to get his spark back, honestly, or whichever. And we had a lot of substitutions, but I think we did 5 in like the span of like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. It was like from 65 to 75, there was 5 subs. But we just couldn't get the ball in the net, and then Martinez was just like, you know what? I'm going to play for the other team and assist them.
Where was that when you played against me? Where was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys were the bigger whale, which is hard to believe. I guess maybe not, but it's Liverpool, bro. Come on. You got to bring your A game, and he did not.
Do you feel like Liverpool's defensive structure was improved, especially with the omission of Kirkez?
That was my first question. Did Kirkez play?
No, he did not. Robertson came out, which is honestly, I think that's until Kirkez gets back on some sort of a positive path. I think Robertson needs to start, and then I think Kirkez can come in at the last 30 minutes just to give him minutes.
So from what I saw and both read in podcasts and all that, in other podcasts I've listened to, one of the problems with Liverpool's defense is like they're in the middle of 2 different types of schemes that the manager is trying to shift them into. I forgot what the formation was, but I think it's like 3 in the back, 3 on the defensive line, or something like that.
You're talking about the pivot?
Yeah.
When they pivot from like a four in the back, and then they get the ball, and they'll pivot either the left winger or the right winger into the midfield.
Something like that.
What you're talking about?
And they're like kind of stuck in between that, and it's like they don't really have an identity, if it were. They were just kind of relying on all the talent they have, but now that that's not showing up, they don't really have an identity, and that's kind of why their form has not been looking as great. And I don't know if they would have scored if Martinez didn't have those mistakes, if I'm being honest. I think if he didn't have those mistakes, it should have been a 0-0 game. But, life ain't fair.
Do you think Liverpool kind of just had a little bit of luck in this game, or do you think
the first goal, he gave it right to him.
Yeah.
He gave it right to him, and the goal was wide open, bro.
Right.
So
Martinez,
Bozo moves.
Yeah, Martinez literally has a 4.4 on FOTMOB.
Yes.
That's how bad.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
And it's like
because even the second goal,
you never expect that from him. From like a keeper on a World Cup team, you never expect those kind of mistakes. So it was kind of just shocking.
Yeah, and I think we also need to bear in mind that Watkins hasn't been scoring. Last game that you won, it was really down to Cash.
Mm-hmm.
Moment of brilliance.
Outside the box, screamer.
Yeah, 100%, and it was gorgeous. I couldn't even be mad at it. No. But apart from that, attacking wise, especially since Buendia got injured during the Champions League game, right?
Yeah, he did. He didn't play.
I'm not sure if you guys have that creative spark at the moment, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I wanted you guys to win. Liverpool has looked terrible.
Yeah.
But they won in the Champions League, then lost in the Cup to Crystal Palace again, and some of those same defensive frailties were popping up.
To be fair, I think that Arnie was throwing that Carabao Cup match. If you look at that starting 11, if you look at that starting 11, he threw in just the second tier of every single position against a formidable Crystal Palace team that did not. They brought their first lines, like all their best players. So I think Arnie, and I think he even mentioned it in one of his press conferences that he was trying to focus mostly on the Premier League and the Champions League, and he wanted to make sure that they were all fit enough for those games. So he didn't want to put, which I can understand from him, but I think also right now Liverpool having this lapse in confidence. I think having a proper team play a proper game. Although to be fair, if they had lost that game with their starting 11, proper starting 11 again for a third time and not having that excuse, maybe that would have been a worse move. So actually, maybe Arnie was onto something with going with their second, their full bench team. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think he cared at all about the Carabao Cup. I think he's trying to focus on steering that ship back into the proper direction. So,
and probably getting ready for the midweek clash against Real Madrid, because
yeah,
if they want to
that's a
push
tough one.
on, I mean, yeah,
two,
100%.
yeah,
Especially with the form that Real Madrid have been in.
yeah,
As
they're
much as I don't want to
insane
admit
right
it,
now.
I
Mbappe's
didn't.
doing Mbappe.
I can't remember if we talked about it.
Mbappe's
I don't
doing
think we
Mbappe.
did, but let's talk about the El Clasico. A question for you guys: was Real Madrid just that much better than Barcelona, or was Barcelona just missing a lot of their key players due to injury?
I think you
Probably
watched a little
both.
bit more than I did. Yeah.
I would say probably both. I mean, they don't have Lewandowski right now. So
Rafinha.
Foden, who's out there, they don't have Vinny out there right now. And Lamine Yamal has just come back from a groin injury recently, so he was probably not in the best of forms. And I think that coupled with, I know this is a little bit more on the drama side, but Lamine Yamal going on the podcast and talking smack on Real Madrid.
I heard about
I
that.
heard they literally played that video in the locker room to get them riled up. And I don't know if you guys saw, they were about to fisticuffs in the middle of the field like twice. So
Yeah.
it got really heated. I think Lamine Yamal really put a fire underneath Real Madrid, who's already looking great. Unfortunately, as a professional Real Madrid hater, they're looking really good. So all those things combined, I mean, if they came in kind of sleepy, they could have probably squeaked another win, another Barcelona win. But unfortunately, that streak was absolutely smushed.
And
So it was a good game.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. It was entertaining for sure. I think you meant Rafinha, not Vinny. But I agree with your
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Rafinha, like,
yeah. Really was.
I think it was underrated how much of an effect he had last year when they won all four clashes with Real Madrid. Um, him providing that width on the left hand side and drawing in defenders created that space for Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
And also for
Now
Lewandowski.
he's pulling defenders, but I don't know that he can handle it.
Who? Lamine?
Lamine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we saw flashes of brilliance where he was double, triple teamed last
Hmm.
year, but it just,
Oh, even this year,
especially in
I
that
think he had.
inter
Wasn't
clash.
there a
But
championship match where he passed, I think, two or three defenders.
You hit a spin move on
Ultimately,
somebody.
probably.
oh, against
Oh,
PSG. PSG. Yeah. That's
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah, it was a good
So
match.
there, yeah, and I think we also need to bear in mind it's not just Real Barcelona's frailty or like injuries. I think it's also the fact that finally it seems like Real Madrid with Mbappe and Vinny and all the personalities are starting to gel. I mean it was Mbappe's first year last year.
Hmm.
Vinny was mad because he didn't win the Ballon d'Or, and there was a lot
He's
of
still mad.
I guess he's still mad. Yeah,
What,
when
he
he got
walked
subbed
off?
out of this game, he was freaking out.
Yeah.
Alonso just was like, we're gonna talk about that later. But
What a baby.
honestly,
He's gone.
yeah,
Who, Vinny?
He's out. He's out the door.
Nah, I don't think so.
I heard a rumor that he's interested in a move to PSG, but are PSG interested in a move for him?
I don't think
I
PSG
wouldn't.
needs him, nor would they want him.
Make that move to the Premier League, man.
Nah,
he's too soft.
Chelsea.
He's so expensive. Yeah, honestly.
Because we need another left winger. Actually, an adult would be nice.
Where?
An adult in the left wing.
An adult?
Not a fetus? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But you see, you said Endrick is there's rumors that he's going to Lyon. That's excellent for him. I'm very excited for him. He subbed in. Time. I think he played a little bit during the El Clasico, and he looked good.
Mm-hmm.
He only played for a little bit, but I think I forgot what he did. But I remember seeing it. I was like, oh damn, not too bad. So good for him.
Another amazing Brazilian talent that they plucked out of the Brazilian league and just didn't get any playing time, unfortunately.
This is exactly why I hate Real Madrid. I really believe in this. I think Real Madrid, if you are a talented, young player, stay away from Real Madrid. Mm-hmm. Real Madrid's galactical culture, Real Madrid's obsession with just putting out true talent means that there's no reason, no amount of money that you should take to move to that club unless you want your career to be demolished.
They rarely have time for development, which a lot
of
these players coming
trying to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They buy fully baked for a 2-3 year,
exactly
for the last end of a person's career, and then once they're done, they just move on to the next one. They just throw money at whoever is. I'm surprised they haven't gone after like Dembele or something like that. So
they would.
Where would he play? That would be crazy.
Well, I mean, once Mbappe is, thrown to the side or whatever.
No, I think at this point he's cementing his place, and
yeah.
From what you saw, since you watched a little bit more of that game, because I only caught the second half, is Mbappe embracing his role as a 9, or is him and Vinny kind of flip flopping on the left hand side? What's going on there tactically? Because that was the issue before. They both want to be left.
It's hard for me to remember because I saw a lot of games this weekend, but I think I saw Mbappe take priority on these shots a lot more than I saw Vinny. So I presume that they're trying to focus in more on a healthy structure, healthy defined role. So I think Vinny could have a lot of success out on the wings as well. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe he's just happy that he's starting, he's getting time, and he's definitely going to get assists, probably going to get good goals. So yeah.
All right, man. Moving on to Mateo's beloved Chelsea. You guys beat Tottenham 1-0 last week, or this past
3 Point Lane.
You guys beat Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Chelsea's aging me quicker than I expected. They stress me out like no other thing. I'm always very happy. Obviously Tottenham is a huge rivalry. Well, I don't know if it's a rivalry at this point since Chelsea's I think this is the 5th time in a row that they've won against Tottenham. Regardless of our form, it seems like we always make it through. So, no, honestly, it was a really good game. We really showed up defensively. Honestly, I was very, very happy. I love Chalobah, but Chalobah really, really freaks me out, man. And he did great. He did great this time. Fofana's back from his concussion.
FIFA?
Yeah, Fofana. What?
No,
Wesley Fofana.
Fofana. All right, whatever.
Oh, brother. And that partnership looked really good in the back. But honestly, I think I hate to always bring him up because I feel like at this point I'm just a Caicedo Glazer. But he is the heart of this team. He is 100% what has helped us survive while Cole Palmer is out on his injury, while Delap is out on his injury and his stupid red card. So Caicedo, man, happy birthday to him. I think it's his birthday today, so happy birthday.
What is he, like 24?
Yeah, 25.
Wow.
Shut up, James.
What was I doing at
That's
25?
crazy.
Not that, not
Not
that.
that.
But he. I mean, honestly, we that goal, that Joao Pedro goal was served to him on a silver platter.
Mm-hmm.
Took the ball twice. Man. It really just shows you that these games are won and lost in the midfield a lot of the time. So a strong midfield, it means you're gonna have a lot of good success. So Robert Sanchez, all of a sudden, just a grade A goalkeeper out of nowhere. I mean, catching fly balls, had a great stop, awesome distribution during these build up plays. So huge props to him. He's had a lot of Chelsea fans hate on him, but I think that if he has more
Are you
games like
one of
this,
them?
it's gonna quiet it down. Yeah, honestly, I think honestly mine came from that Man United match. That Man United match really upset me because there was no reason why we should have lost that game. We were gonna especially early season Man United. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
Grimsby Town. Using the stupid little paper
The
and
magnet board.
Amarim crying basically saying he was gonna get fired. That's the team that we were up against, not this purple patch Man United that we're dealing with now. And we should have just absolutely annihilated them. But it is what it is. You got to move forwards.
But
But yeah, go ahead.
sorry, I'm looking at all the stats on the game, and apparently Tottenham's keeper was all over it. What he's got a
Tottenham,
knee
yeah.
on?
Well, so that's another thing I want to talk about. Don't get it twisted because I will say one thing. Right now, it seems like this game really showed that we can be a really good defensive team, and obviously our midfield is always sound. But we cannot attack right now to save our lives. Last week's game against
Sunderland.
Sunderland?
Sunderland Sunderland showed that where we can't get a shot on goal to save our lives. We can't dribble through defenders. We can't do anything to create good chances. Every single chance we make is like soft
Or
or
a moment of brilliance.
straight at the keeper or shot out to Antarctica. Like I really think that and rightfully so, we've been focusing a lot on bolstering our defense because that was a lot of problems last year and this year. But I think we need to start shifting our focus a little bit on attack as well. And we've seen beautiful goals from the left and the right, obviously.
Garnacho last game.
That Garnacho last game, or even I was gonna say Gittins. You had your goal, your name all over it, Julius. I saw that game. I was like, I know he's gonna love this goal because that Gittins goal from outside the box with his weak foot on the near post, hitting the top post and bouncing in. I was like, this man has done this to me in FIFA many a times. I saw that and I was like, I knew that you're gonna like that one. So if you haven't seen it, you should watch that one. But yeah, there's a lot of talents. There's a lot of good stuff. But we are that whole front section is absolutely raw. It is unsharp. And Joao Pedro, as much as I love that guy, he's who made me a fan of Chelsea. He needs to take more chances. He needs to take more goals. I don't know why he's like the exact opposite of a striker's confidence, where he's like almost too unselfish. So when he should be making shots, he's passing, and he needs to make more shots. And I hope that this goal gives him the confidence to make more shots.
He's like
a talented
season 2 Jamie Tart.
Yeah, he's season 2 Jamie Tart. Exactly. So he needs to be pricked Jamie Tart every once in a while.
Score more goals.
But no, I couldn't. I mean, I guess the only thing that I could complain about is that we didn't score enough. But like that's greedy of me. I'll take a 1-0, especially with that performance. I think somebody said on one of the reporters said that that game broke the record as the lowest XG a team has ever gotten Tottenham since they've tracked XGs. 0.05 XG, meaning that they made almost no chances.
Damn.
No chances, man. And
Those
honestly,
really bad ones.
and Xavi Simons, man, we were about to buy Xavi Simons, and we matrixed that, man. We dodged that bullet because he had the poopiest performance of the weekend was from Xavi Simons. He's delicate like a leaf, delicate like a flower. He gets absolutely bullied and battered out there.
Oof.
I mean,
My goodness.
He came in for a sub and then was subbed off. That's always hard, man. That's always hard when you get subbed out as the sub. But
he was subbed off as the
sub.
Oh,
yeah,
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like that happened to Jadon Sancho when you guys played.
It did when we played you guys. He got
Yeah.
subbed in and then subbed out. I was like,
That's
ooh.
tough.
That's why he was mad when he
Manager's
walked off.
On second thought, maybe
This
you're
isn't
not
a
the
good
solution
idea.
that I was looking for. Never mind. You know what?
Yeah.
Come back.
Warm the bench.
I would
But,
stay in.
yeah.
I'd be like, keep him over there. I'm staying in. I'm not going.
And it looks like you guys and Tottenham are tied on points. I mean, they're just above you in the table.
Yeah, I think their differential is higher. I think we have less a lower goal differential, so that's why they're higher. But yeah, I honestly, and we have Wolves coming up next week, so I'm hoping that pushes us. Yeah, so the one this week was for the Carabao Cup.
Oh right.
And that, by the way, that game was such a stupid performance. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep talking a little Chelsea. I know I talk a lot Chelsea, but let me just rant. We were up 3-0 by halftime. 3-0.
That's how bad they are.
We lost our lead. We lost our lead on the second half to Wolves, the Wolverhampton Wanderers. If it wasn't for that Gittins goal, it would have been one of the worst upsets that we've had this season. Because we were so dominant. And that just goes to shows you how absolutely inconsistent we are. And how excited I was to see the lap back on the field after 2 months.
Back.
He was back. They subbed him in.
That's good.
He was back. First yellow within the first 5 minutes for no reason. Didn't have the ball. Dog. Didn't have the ball. He just wrestled the dude behind him.
He was probably talking
15 minutes later, he elbows a dude in the throat and gets red carded. His debut, debut game, he got a red card and couldn't play for Tottenham this week.
Gotta love the lap, man.
My kind of guy.
I mean, Liam, come on, man. Like you're not in the championship anymore. You gotta cool off, my guy. And it's hearing Enzo Maresca talk about it made me laugh so hard. He was like, I told him 5 or 6 times, keep your cool, Delap, keep your cool, Delap. And what does he go do? He goes elbows the dude in the head. Unbelievable from this man. So and we really need him because Joao Pedro. I think Enzo's also said part of the reason that Joao has not been performing as good is because he's been soldiering through an injury. I mean, he hasn't been training every single time. He's basically like. With Mark Yu is the only other striker we really have right now, and if Joao's out, Yu, who's really young, is going to be the only guy up front. So hopefully, with the lap, it means that we get the best out of both. Here's hoping. But we have I think a pretty easy next couple of weeks. Some pretty mild in the Carabao Cup. And in the not the Carabao Cup, in the Champions League, I think we got a Azerbaijan team.
All right, Man City versus AFC Bournemouth. I know you're happy, man. I know you're happy after that embarrassing loss last week. No, I'm just kidding.
You're wearing a France jersey, so
relax. I am. I'm wearing a French jacket and a French jersey.
Hold the glaze, man.
Ryan Cherky. I don't know French. But the fact of the matter is we finally started him. We saw glimpses of him as a starter in the Club World Cup, and it was fantastic. But ever since he got injured, honestly, even before the injury, um, it was like 10, 15-minute appearances at the very end of a game. He looked brilliant, but I can understand not wanting to throw him back in. But man, did he unlock Mr. Holland.
Hala.
Ma- Holland, Mateo's new favorite YouTube channel. Um,
I got questions on that. You can keep
we
going.
I watched some of it at your house, and I was like, "What is?" I had heard that
Finish
he had started
finish
one, but
finish what you were saying, and then we'll
okay,
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. We'll that's a side quest. We'll get to it, but I mean, Holland looked incredible, and realistically, I mean, before this game, we had slipped after losing to Aston Villa, and Bournemouth are exceptional on the counterattack. They were second in the league before this game. And what is our weakness? The counterattack. But man, we were snuffing it out. I think really what made a massive difference. There's a couple things. Defensively, playing Josko Gavardio, Mateo's doppelganger, um, as a central defender, he is better there than on the left. We've seen him as a left back last season make some incredible strikes from outside the box, but he needs to stay back
He does look like.
because he has the pace that Ruben Diaz next to him does not have. So I was very happy to see that. Nico O'Reilly, one of our academy products, looking exceptional as a left back. Really not hardly a left back. I mean, both of our um, our wing backs, not wing backs, but what am I looking for? Our left back and our right back, fullbacks. Um, both of them are midfielders that have been converted into yeah, fullbacks, and it makes no sense, but it has given us the opportunity to overload the midfield for most of our opponents. But I like I said, the reason why I'm wearing this France jacket, we need to see Ryan Cherky start every single week because the balls over the top, the quick decision making, it seemed like it was perfect. Nico Gonzalez, I have to give him credit as well, who is our Rodri replacement, as Rodri is, trying to make his way back from injury as well, has looked better and better after every single game. So him being our solid six, our Caicedo, if you will, Mateo, your Onana, if you will, James, um, has let Foden and Bernardo just focus on recycling the ball, looking for our attackers, and having Doku as a inside forward. Technically, he's on the left wing, and Cherky on the right wing, and having them come in and create chances for Holland. Bread and butter. I love it. I need to see more of that. And, Holland continues to keep his goal scoring form up. I think at this point, they said it during the commentary. Quarter of the way through the season, he's already at 25 goals in all
Yeah,
competitions.
he's passed
They
hit
mentioned Harry Kane a couple times.
Harry Kane. Yeah,
Yeah,
Harry Kane. He passed Harry Kane this season
yeah,
for
yeah.
club and country. I think you said it was 26, right? 26.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, yeah. And there was
Yeah,
several
because it was
instances where he
halftime,
could
and
have had it.
then I think he scored a
Yeah,
third time after halftime. Yeah, so
exactly.
he's cooking, and he needs to do that
Scintillating
robot
form.
celebration every single time.
Yeah. I
It's,
like the Zen Master,
no,
the
the what's his name
Namaste.
from
Yeah.
Overwatch?
I don't know.
Um, damn, Michael would know.
Miss me with that shit. Um,
Senshi?
I don't know. I got nothing
Anyways.
for you.
I'll take your word for it, my friend. But
What is
whatever it
that?
is, I want him to keep doing it. Um, but that was excellent. And then, um, there was a couple instances in the second half because I think we had gone two. Had we gone two up? There was an offside goal that was ruled out from Bournemouth, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. And then
there's a
your
corner.
doppelganger, Mr.
Oh,
James,
Tyler
Tyler
Adams.
Adams, his first club or his first goal in all of the English Premier League. He was at Leeds, he was at Bournemouth, and he just got his first goal. I mean, he's a 6 as well. But damn.
Yeah, that's a long time coming, isn't it?
Yeah. Early on. So
It's
it
been
was
some
actually
years.
yeah. Holland scored first, then Adams responded, and then Holland, exactly how we're weak on the counterattack, we kept getting long balls over the top from Turkey and played Holland in. And honestly, there was several opportunities for Holland to go ahead and get his hat trick. Just couldn't convert. Nico O'Reilly, before he scored in the 60th minute, had a similar situation, just like Holland's second goal, where he rounded the keeper and just had to like play it in
Yeah,
with a
that was
quick
disgusting. That
diagonal.
was so disrespectful.
I love it.
Honestly, I would have quit. I would have taken my gloves off if that happened to me.
You would have thrown the controller. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel you. I
Just
feel you.
just walking around the goallie and scoring like that was so disrespectful.
Yeah, it's kind of
When I
embarrassing.
watched that, I was like, man, this guy's too good. Get him out of
And
here.
we almost did it twice because
Yeah,
yeah, Nico O'Reilly
yeah.
almost got it, and then eventually got a goal in the 60th minute. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
You guys are
It
second
was
on the
disappointing.
table.
We
And
are second in the table.
yeah, and Pedri played I think a
Rodri.
minute or so. Oh, Rodri,
Yeah,
sorry, Rodri played like
yeah.
a couple minutes at the 90th, right?
Yeah, I think he came in. Yeah, literally in the last minute. Him
Yeah,
and Ryan Aitnori came on,
Yeah.
which is good for right now because Nico Gonzalez has been looking like he's serviceable. He could definitely do a job keeping our back line shielded and distributing the ball, picking up loose balls. He I'm okay with Rodri slowly making it back because we're gonna need him, especially with some of the games that are coming up. I mean, next we're playing
I was gonna
Liverpool,
ask,
which
are you guys gonna be able to hold that spot?
I don't know. We'll see. Because I mean, hopefully Donnarumma cannot pull some bozo moments like your boy Emi Martinez did. Because let's be honest, I mean, we didn't talk about the goal scorers. It was Salah who has been struggling this season without a doubt. Gravenberch who looked exceptional last year as they're the deepest lying midfielder, but ultimately it came down to them capitalizing on some errors. We are error prone, but I'm hoping that we can keep it clean and tidy and overwhelm them with our attack because I'm telling you, Turkey being the new Kevin De Bruyne replacement, maybe has given Foden some license as well to move forward and not try to do too many jobs. So I think we could do it. I think we could.
We needed that win, man. If we would have got that win, we would be where Liverpool is
Yeah.
right now in third
Yeah.
or tied with Bournemouth.
Listen, it's still
So
very tight, so you don't even have to worry about that, man. If you keep
and
if you continue consistently beating your teams, I mean, it is like three points is the difference between like ninth and fourth. It's crazy.
no,
It is so
bro, it's
tight.
worse. It's worse. From second
To
to
11.
yeah to 11th is less than 5 points. It's 4 points.
4 points.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
Arsenal
it's
have
it's
kind of created a gap at the top,
yeah, and
No,
but
unless there's like a norovirus outbreak at Arsenal, I think they're probably going to win it this year. But everything else is still up for everybody else.
let's hope they
I think we
But
should
really
beat them.
quick, I want
shit the bed real quick.
to yeah, literally. But I want to ask about so when Cole Palmer originally was out, everybody
Yeah.
was concerned because everybody was calling Chelsea Cole Palmer FC, right?
hmm
How do you feel about your second? This is something that one of the
I know.
commentators made, and it made me
I know
laugh
where you're
so
going.
hard.
I know where you're
Your
going.
second best goal scorer for Man City is a player for Burnley
I know.
with two self goals.
And I think it was the first game of the season, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, or like
yeah,
the first or
yes.
second. Yeah, I know, and that's where I'm really concerned about. Because Doku, he scored again. He was looking very good in the very beginning of the season, but
Hmm.
then he kind of disappeared. Um,
Sorry, my wife texted me, and I needed to make sure that she was okay. But my
Why
volume
is
was
that her
up.
ringtone?
It's not. It's not. It was.
You're
It was a
Colombian, my
short.
friend. That sounded.
Okay, sorry.
Is
She's
there
fine. I
something
was just
hidden
checking.
underneath that beard? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. No, it is the beard. Sorry, go on.
Okay.
Sorry. My
I'm
mother-in-law just came
concerned.
back from a flight, so she was just
Oh,
texting
okay,
me about
okay.
that. So sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I was like, what? Yeah. So I am concerned because we need goals from other places. Like I
Yeah,
said, I think Ryan Cherky taking over the creative role in the midfield will allow and give space to Foden, who could potentially maybe just catch some of that amazing goal scoring form that he had. I think it was 2 years ago now. We need Doku to produce. Savinho, miss me with that. Honestly, I'm okay with Savinho comes on for like the last 10 minutes, um, but we definitely need goals from other places. I am concerned about that because one injury and our season could
yep.
be kaput.
Do you think
I'm
Marmouche?
aware of that.
Do you think Marmouche is a good enough replacement?
Does he have a
Because he's
goal?
talented.
See,
He might have had
he
a one goal this season. Well, let me see.
I think he has like maybe one or no, it couldn't be two because
Because the
according to your
Burnley
stat.
score, yeah.
Yeah, putting up a
No,
score, man.
no
Y'all should
goals.
pay him a wage. What's up with that?
Did he
Right.
get one in the Champions League?
No. Maybe
I
Oh my
think so.
gosh.
I think in our last
you
Champions
might
League
be
game he did.
right, but definitely none
But
in the Premier.
no, I am concerned because Marmouche, I was hoping that there was going to be a reality where we were just going to play two strikers and it was going to be Marmouche as the fast shadow striker essentially
Hmm.
next to Holland the big man. That's what I was thinking we were gonna see because we were experimenting with different formations during the Club World Cup, but that hasn't transpired. So I definitely need to see him get his goal scoring boots back on. Maybe that little confidence boost in what's it called in the Champions League will will
Right.
will provide that for him. But right now it ain't cutting it. We saw some brilliance after he came to us in January, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the top goal scorers because he had scored so much in Frankfurt and then continued that form in Manchester City last season, but it's completely evaporated. So
Do you think it's just
I,
because he's not getting enough playtime? Because Holland is starting almost every game.
Every minute of
I
every
think
game.
I think that could be yeah. I think that could definitely be part of it. But honestly, with Holland in this goal scoring form, it's
He's only
probably going
played
to continue to be
164
this.
minutes all
Yeah,
year so far.
yeah, that's less than two games. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, we need we definitely need a creative spark from somewhere, and just like I'm hoping and expecting, if Turkey can stay injury free, he can provide for several of our attacking options, and hopefully Marmouche can do that as well because we need him. We need goals from other places.
You
Yeah.
think
No,
when
because and it's not even. Sorry. Go ahead.
you think when they when Man City plays the Wolves, they could just bench Holland and give
Yeah.
Marmouche a shot?
He's gonna need to rest at some point because I mean, this is
Maybe
how people
not
get
if he
burned
has
out.
enough raw milk.
That's true. That's true. I mean, maybe that steak did look good in his video. I
Yeah,
mean,
tomahawks and raw milk. That's all you need.
but
That's
yeah, maybe.
disgusting.
Yeah, it
But I
don't look
guess the
good.
reason I asked is because for some reason it's a little surprising, and maybe this just says something about Holland's talent. But I feel like eh, all the games that you guys have lost has been because teams have been able to properly mark Holland. They've been able
Yeah,
to
we saw that with
stay. They've
Onana.
been able to hold defensively. Just one person gets dedicated on Holland. I think that's how the last game. I forget who you guys
Against
played
Aston Villa.
Yeah,
against. Aston Villa.
Onana's
Yeah,
like entire agenda was
that's
just don't let him get
just
the ball.
on Holland
Yep,
was literally his escort the whole time.
100%.
It's surprising to me that that hasn't become more widespread because I guess obviously you guys are second in the league right now, so um, surely eventually they're going to find a way to consistently nullify uh, uh, Holland. So I agree with you. I think more creativity from like Phil Foden and yeah, everybody else is important for you guys.
Yeah,
Also,
I
he
think
just
that's
dropped a new
definitely gonna be
video.
necessary.
He also just dropped another video on his channel, Erlen Harlan. He you need to go get your boy. He's out
What
of
was he doing?
pocket.
Oh, the Joker, his Halloween
Yes,
stuff.
he
I
dressed up
saw a
as
picture
the
of that.
Joker
Oh,
Three of
Lord.
them did.
Oh, what do you mean 3 of them?
I'm pretty sure your doppelganger
Oh,
Gavardio did as
really?
well, and
Oh,
so
I
did
wasn't
John
aware about
Stones.
that.
I
Oh,
saw a
But
man.
picture
here's
of
the
all three of them
difference.
next to each other. I'm like,
He goes on to dress up, professionally get dressed like the Joker, like Dark Knight Joker,
yeah,
and
Heath
then he
Ledger.
goes to a gas station in his
I saw that.
Lambo or his R8,
You know.
Audi R8 or whatever, and he's just
Yeah,
walking
it's
around
Audi.
talking to people, and then people are like, "Are you Holland?" And he's like, "Whoa! How did you know? How could you tell, brother? You are 6'5" Viking man dressed
Yeah,
as. First of all, God bless those people for not calling the police, because I would have called the cops
I
immediately.
would have
That is a
been
fiercely
alarmed.
evil man. Yeah, that is an alarming man. But literally, nobody was like, "Oh my God, who's this guy?" Everybody was like, "Are you the boy from Man City?" He was like, "Yeah, that's me,
No
brother."
way, you knew?
Yeah,
How'd you
he's
find
like,
that
nobody
out?
thinks that you're. Yeah, he is ridiculous. I kind of wish that his celebration was like, like
Why
Joker.
so
Yeah,
serious? Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
that'd have been real funny.
That'd have been a fun one.
But clearly,
Started.
he doesn't have to try that hard because he's very bored outside of training.
Clearly.
Or he's just a jokey kind of guy. I'm not mad
Yeah,
at
no,
it. Good
he's a
for
good
him.
time. I'll admit that I'm a fan. I subscribe to that channel.
Yeah, because when we last week when we watched the Chelsea game together, I went to his
Which you're
house
not invited
and
to anymore, by the way.
because I think I am a bad talisman for you. Yeah, I think for
Yeah,
sure.
that and this jersey.
You're wearing it right now, so
Well, I didn't wear it during the
well,
game. I didn't wear it during the game.
let's see what happens with the Azerbaijan team. Let's see,
Oh,
because it
brother.
might just be a you problem.
Might just be, man. You just might have to stop watching the games.
just fly blind and be like, I think we won today, maybe.
Nah,
I don't
I'm
know,
selfish. I'm selfish. I'll send him to the ground. I want to watch all those games.
Fair enough. All right. I have
Yeah.
one question for both of you.
Yes.
This is a topic that I was another podcast I was listening to. And Julius, you kind of brought it up earlier with your fullbacks, your midfielders being converted into the fullbacks. And
Yeah.
Is the fullback, are they trying to make him like the most athletic players? They're trying to turn them into fullbacks, like the more creative.
you're
Are
talking
they
about.
trying to turn it more creative? Like he's on Real Madrid now.
like Trent.
Is he
Yeah,
has
I tr- like
his
Trent
has
Alexander-Arnold.
he revolutionized the position and people are trying to replicate him, or what's going on there?
I think there definitely has been an evolution for fullbacks for a while now. Honestly, Andy Robertson, who we mentioned before, who took back his spot from Kirkez because Kirk has been atrocious. I think Klopp's type of football, which Klopp was the manager before Arne Slot at Liverpool, he had fast, high flying fullbacks. That was the whole thing. Andy Robertson would pop up with a nice goal, and then Trent just had incredible distribution. So this is something that we've seen for a while. We won our treble by not having super attacking fullbacks, but rather playing defenders like center backs across the whole back line. That definitely is. It seems like the fullbacks are the position that you can experiment with in football right now, where you can either go hyper defensive, have somebody that cuts in and takes place or takes a part in the midfield, or they just act as another one of your attackers. So I think, yeah, in terms of athleticism, I think it's necessary, especially if you're expected to attack and defend, like your boy Cucurella. He's a prime example.
I was about to say he's a
Yeah.
great example of that. He's a high flying fullback. He is constantly running up and down the wings. Back in his heyday, why am I forgetting his name? Reece James as well.
Yeah. Yep.
He was great at that. Now he's more of a pivots into the midfield and helps with build up a little bit more. But
Which I
yeah,
like him in that role.
I love them in that role, and they
He looks
just
good
pushed
in
him
this
during this game with Tottenham. They had Reece James in the midfield, and they had
I think it
they
was
had
him and
Reece James in the
Caicedo next to each
midfield,
other.
and then they had Malagusto as a right back the whole time, which I really liked for them. I'm not the biggest Malagusto fan, but
I feel
he
you.
did pretty decently in that game, so respects to him.
He's Nunez for me. The guy that we have on our right back,
Mm-hmm.
Bozo. I mean, he's put in a couple good performances, and I hope it continues. But bro, it ain't it. Our coach literally said, "Yeah, unfortunately, he's just not smart enough to play midfield, which is his
Oh.
natural position." Yeah, he said that last year, and they were like, "Damn."
Because Matty Cash is kind of like that for us.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in there on the
Oh, yeah.
attack with them strikes from beyond
yeah.
the box.
Yeah.
He's got like 3 or 4 of
Yep.
those this year already.
Yeah.
That's definitely his MO.
I'm also trying to spread a false rumor that Pep Guardiola's real name is Peppermint.
Peppermint Guardiola.
Peppermint Guardiola.
I like it. Hey,
I
what
can
does
see
it stand for? Is it just Pep or what?
No, it's pepperoni.
It's Joseph. But it's, I guess in Catalan, instead of doing Joseph with an F, you put a P at the end. Josep Guardiola, and then I don't know how that turned into Pep, but
Maybe he just needed to get a little bit of pep in his step.
Oh,
needs
he
some
does
pep in
he
his
does
step.
not he does not need any. That guy is pep fortified and defined. He's a
Pep
very
personified.
energetic man.
Fair enough.
yeah,
Personified.
they should run in
Okay,
2028.
before this gets any weirder, let's talk about the last game
Okay.
of not. It wasn't the last game of the week, but the last game we want to talk about, which is Arsenal versus Burnley. What do you guys think of it?
I think
Dominant.
Yeah, and the reality is that remember how we were saying, is it sustainable that Liverpool continue to do these last minute goals? Well, it wasn't sustainable, but Arsenal being defensively like rock solid and just scoring off of set pieces, that is, I think,
That's the meta this
as-
year.
yeah, essentially. If we want to go FC with it, yeah, pretty much it is the meta because both goals against Burnley, like, okay, we got to admit, it's Burnley. But Burnley aren't doing too bad. But
No,
our,
no,
No.
the promoted teams have been great this year.
Actually, they're like,
Yeah,
aren't
honestly.
they on the edge of relegation?
No.
are they?
Uh-uh.
They're 17th.
Oh, Burnley is, but
Yeah.
They're
but barely.
17th.
Yeah.
But Wolves, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham United are sitting at the bottom of the table. But
Up West Ham for that win. Anyways, move on.
whoop,
Shout out to West Ham.
17th.
Shout out to West Ham.
Gunners, not Gunners, Hammers. But the Gunners
The
have
Gooners.
looked incredible. Honestly, I mean, it's not the most exciting attacking football, but they really have made set pieces into a science,
in
and
art form. Yeah.
they score more consistently than I think anyone ever has. But they're keeping the goal out of the net as well. Mateo, are you worried? If for the listeners that don't know, what are they on the precipice of doing?
Yeah, you mentioned earlier they might break that conceding record that Chelsea set with Mourinho. I don't know, like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, something like that. They're on
Almost
track to do
exactly
so.
20.
So
How many
Yeah.
games? Wait,
So,
what's the record?
I think it was 13.
So it's
13 goals the entire season, or 15 goals the whole season.
Yeah, 15 the whole season. And I mean that's one every 2 games, maybe less.
Hmm.
Damn.
And right now, admittedly, we are early in. I mean, we're already a quarter of the way through the season, but
Almost a third,
Arsenal
actually.
have A third? Okay.
almost.
Arsenal have only conceded 3,
Yeah,
which is
which is crazy.
bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah, preposterous.
Yeah. And, I think we've known that their defense has been great for a while, but I think they can't be celebrated enough because that's really what's kept them in some of these title races over the last couple of years, and it's their lack of attacking or a couple of bozo moments from Gabriel, who now looks like definitely the best defender on that team, but if not one of the best defenders in the world. I mean,
Hmm.
him and Saliba have such a strong partnership. Raya, their goalkeeper,
Yeah,
lights out consistently. I saw he had like a couple double saves in this last game, like where he goes down, blocks it, and
and it
like a
gets right
cat
back up. Yeah,
immediately jumps up and goes the other direction. Um,
yeah.
I think it's incredible, but I am worried. I mean, they
Most
are at
boring
the
games
top
I've
of the
ever seen,
table.
though. I'll say that sincerely.
So I
Yeah,
can't.
I gotta say, like, get your prem title and get out. Like, stop it. I hope this doesn't become the rest of like next season. If everybody's just parking the bus and depending on corner kicks, bro, I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm
you're
gonna do. I
unsubscribing.
guess I'll change to the championship or something. I won't be following the prem anymore. But get that prem. Like you've been whining about it long enough.
Hmm. Yeah,
But yeah,
no,
they've
I
been
mean
they've been playing great.
Wins are wins,
they
man.
have been
Even if
Wins
exactly.
are wins, but
even when
like
you're
at the end of the
sleeping,
day, I wanna get
they're winning.
excited.
I guess that's
Yeah.
Like
fair,
those
but
those games are those games are one of the few games where I'm just like a quarter into the second half, I'm just like, all right, it's enough.
All right, onto Bournemouth. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I feel you. And the thing is that with Arsenal, I think Gyökeres is only going to get better and more drilled into this team. So I think the attacking talent is going to maybe come up to the same level. Then him, Eze, and of course Saka. I mean, Saka has been their golden boy
oh,
for a while,
Saka
but
is just
yeah,
sick, man.
yeah,
Saka
he's
is
a
sick.
beast.
He's a
So,
fang, man.
man, I bet you they're happy
mhm.
they stuck with him because I know there was a few times where they was feeling a bit shaky. I don't know.
With Gyökeres,
No, with Saka, sorry.
Saka, yeah.
Well, they were talking about bringing. Well, everyone was talking about bringing Rodrigo from Real Madrid, and I think they were one of the ones that were inquiring. But I don't know. I mean, he could have fit well on the left hand side and kept Saka on the right. Who knows? But you know, there's always next season. We'll
But
see what
last
happens.
season wasn't it kind of a similar story with Arsenal last season where they were looking very robust in the very first half of the Prem, and then towards the second half of the season, because they're very dependent on they're like a
On the set
brigade.
pieces. Yeah.
Well, not even the set pieces, but their defense is incredibly dependent on a brigade where everybody has to have a perfect game. And so far they've had that, obviously. But like I wonder if there's any kind of like fatigue that's gonna come of from that, or maybe there'll be, little things that other teams will find in their defensive structure that will, I think with that being said, like do you feel like Arsenal has the ability to evolve if this tactic doesn't continue to work? Like it's working now and it's working
Yeah.
great, but we have a transfer window coming up. We have a
True.
lot of teams that are focusing strictly on Arsenal. You
Right.
can't tell me that they're not going to try to restructure their formation a little bit
Are they going to get picked apart?
specifically to target Arsenal.
Saliba has. Well, Real Madrid have talked about poaching Saliba, but I think he just signed a contract extension.
Hmm.
Um, but I do think. How do I put this? Last year, I don't remember how long they led for, if they led at all. Because I feel like when we were beyond the halfway point, Liverpool just kind of walked the rest of the league. None of us were, I mean, my team included, Man City. We were not on par where we needed to be. Arsenal were probably you know, the most likely to upend Liverpool. But we have seen Arsenal collapse like this before because the 2 seasons before that, they were leading for points in the season for long sustained periods, and they eventually collapse. The attacking doesn't start to click, defensive mistakes are made, And we have capitalized on a bigger point gap than this because we're in second right now. We're on 19 points. They're on 25.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's only 2 games where they drop, we win, and I mean despite our poor form last season, we go on winning streaks, and we do this every single season in like crunch time, like beginning of the year, February to like April, we go on win streaks. So they need to keep this up, and they need to keep scoring set pieces, or like you said, come up with better attacking solutions.
Yeah. Gyökeres has gotten some goals though, so maybe that's going to give him the confidence to get the sporting Gyökeres into Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it for any of these big strikers, especially when they're not used to having a big striker, we had those same growing pains. United are still trying to figure out the Sesko issue, or just the striker issue in general, because before that was Højlund. It's difficult when these teams play tiki-taka football and they don't have like a true number 9. Introducing a world-class number 9, there's a betting in time. It's not an instant. Oh, he's going to be Thierry Henry despite him having the number.
Thierry Henry struggled when he first moved to Arsenal too. I think he almost moved.
Yeah.
So even that's a good example of you gotta give it time. Gotta give it confidence. Otherwise, you don't get a Thierry Henry.
He wasn't highly rated when he left Juventus to go to Arsenal, and
yeah. I think he had like 9 games in a row when he didn't score. And people were already talking about him like, get out of here. Yeah. And I think one goal is all he needed before he took off.
And then became arguably the best striker of
now they have a statue of him.
Premier League. Yeah.
Outside of his stadium.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Good guy, seemingly.
Knows his stuff on that Champions League show.
He's funny. I think he's funny. I love that show too. I love all of them. Yeah.
Big Meeks.
Big Meeks. Yeah. Big
Meeks.
Oh
my God.
That's one of yours.
He is one of ours, but last year there was some controversy because he's a closeted Arsenal fan, and they outed him. So even though he was like a club ambassador for Man City, he secretly is like, they've shown clips of him just like celebrating when Arsenal scores. So.
Oh my goodness!
But I still love him. I don't really care.
And
I
shout out to him because that bicycle kick was not his fault. With what was it, Wayne Rooney? It wasn't your fault, Michael. Yeah. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
it wasn't your fault.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah. Imagine like, oh my God, they're talking about me.
Repost if you, you know what I'm saying. You can repost this.
Hey, listen, you want to be a guest? Come on.
Man, he'll never see this. What are we talking about?
No, of course not.
Never say never.
No, I'll say never, bro. I'll bet on it. Set up a Drafts King. I'll put a couple bucks on that.
And it's gonna be ever.
Yeah, ever.
Will he ever be on our show?
No,
ever. I got $5 on the over.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Arsenal's a bummer to watch though, but I hope they get it.
But yeah, I mean,
they've only just
every year they've improved essentially. They get knocked out earlier in the Champions League, then they made the semis last.
What do you think would happen to Arteta if they do come in second again? You think he's out?
Go hire Jurgen Klopp.
Rehire I think Jurgen's still technically employed at Liverpool. I think he's like a sporting director or something.
Why?
No.
Oh no. Yeah.
Red Bull
gives you wings.
Red Bull?
Yeah. He took like a role
you're
for Liverpool.
Right. You're right.
For all of their clubs, basically. I don't know if he's like talent acquisition, but I've heard that he is missing coaching, which he's one of my favorite characters of ever. Like, even though it was us against them, I loved Klopp.
He need to come manage the USA team is what he needs to come do.
Hey.
But no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of The Tap-In. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this because I know we did. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing, man. It's a fun time over here. So if you haven't, you're missing out. And we will see y'all next week. Peace out.